All right, let me share my screen here. Share. There. Let's play. There we are. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. Today's topic is why am I in this business? And Debbie and I are going to start the business planning section of the year because this is a time when you should be sitting down and thinking of why you're in the business is step one, right?
Yep.
And the gold coins, are those gold or
Yeah, they're gold. Trying to generate money thoughts here.
Exactly. We're not doing this for charity. I know that. I love what I do, but if I didn't have to do it, I would hand the reins to somebody else. But I love what I do. So, but go
Yeah.
ahead, Deb, just run with it. We just have a few slides. We won't be too long with everybody today.
Right, because we're going to do this in sections, but you need to sit down if you have not already done so and figure out what is your why. Why are you doing this? When everybody joins Century 21, I always ask them, why did you come here? Why do you want to do real estate? And you get various answers, but the most of them are because I love looking at houses and this and that and the other, but there's also other whys, right? And these pictures are showing you different whys of why people choose to do real estate, right? So
Mhm.
maybe they want to go to the Super Bowl, or maybe they want to travel, or maybe they're getting married, or maybe they just want it because they want to make more money and they want to be independent of working for a boss. And those are all great whys. There's no bad why, right? But you need to figure out what your why is in order to figure out how much money you have to make to survive through the year. If you want to do this part time and you have another job, that's also going to come into play when you're working on your budget. And that's kind of where the why comes into everything is you need to know that before you can work on your budget. The other thing that you want to do is figure out your mission statement, which is the next, I think it's the
There we
next slide.
go.
Yeah, your mission statement is the next slide. Um, because that's also going to help you figure out who you want to work with and why you want to work with them. I put an example of a mission statement over there on the right, which is something that it's like your um not your
Your
mantra or anything like that, but help me
what
out. What
what
is the word
I,
I'm
I always
thinking
say
of?
my mission statement is what makes you you, what
Yeah,
you want to accomplish in being in real estate. Like exact opposite of a mission statement is like I want to just get in real estate because I might fall across business. That's not a mission statement. What are
right.
you going to do better? I'm going to connect with people better and help them with their be more concerned and be more helpful. I'm going to reach out to more people that need my services, and everything that's like this one says itself. It's like the positive of why you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that you can show your value to people, right?
Right,
It
exactly. Why you're getting into it, the whole point, the mission statement. What's your mission? You can't say to people, "Well, I'm just in it for money." Well, what's your mission that is going to make you money? You got to. What are you going to do, service wise? This is a service business. It's a service industry. What are you going to do better or more consistent, or why people are going to come to you to buy or sell the house? That's your
yes.
mission statement.
Yes, and that's gonna help you figure out what your brand is going to be, right? So if you think about Nike, they're just do it. If you think about who's another big one that you can think of off the top of your head that are really short ones, um, those all
Now,
will
now
help.
you put me on the spot. I can't think of.
I Yeah, I know. I had them all ready before we started the video, and now I can't think of any of them, right?
Right.
But you get the idea, you guys, because your brand is you, and when people say things, hopefully your name is going to come to mind when they're talking about to their other family members or to their friends, so that you can get referrals, because that's part of growing your business,
But
right? Is
but
getting
exactly.
the referrals. Like Rhonda. Rhonda has uh help. If you need any help in the with real estate, just say, help me Rhonda, help me Rhonda, and I'm here to help you. That's her thing. That's what she does, and that's what she has everywhere that is associated with her name, and people will remember it, and then they'll remember, oh yeah, Rhonda you know
Exactly. And just what happened when we just said, hey, let's think of some more things, and we couldn't think of anything. Doesn't mean that was bad. What it means is that even the companies that do the most advertising, the most promotion, still need to be consistent with it because people will forget.
Yeah.
So you can't have the best mission statement, the best, just like if you think of Super Bowl ads. You could say, "Oh, that I remember from 10 years ago. There's this great Super Bowl ad, but but you don't remember it because you haven't seen it often." So the whole point is that it is of a mission statement or advertising or taglines or things like that, as you still have to be consistent in getting that message out so people remember, or they'll forget, even though no matter what it is. So,
Yep. So once you figure all that out, then you're going to do your analysis. So your SWOT analysis on yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. I have some pictures here to try and figure that out, right? And it's going to go with the next slide, but we're going to start here first. So the first one, your strengths. Maybe you're a military veteran. Maybe you know military veterans. Why is that a strength for you? Because you can get the military designation, and then the opportunity is to help other veterans get homes. I just did a class on the vets, and that's why it was stuck in my brain, because there's so many people who are not utilizing their certificate of eligibility. We need to get more involved in education on working with veterans in Ohio because there's so much money available to them that no one's using. They're going conventional and they're going FHA and stuff because they don't understand that they have this benefit available to them from the veterans. So that's why I'm kind of showcasing that one. But you can think of your other strengths as well, and then the opportunities that come through, right? What is your weaknesses, areas that you need to improve on? Maybe your time management skills are not that great because you're not using your CRM to the best of its ability. Those are things that you have to work on yourself. Now, all these things that we're talking about here, you have to do. I can give you ideas of stuff, and so can Tony, but we can't do it for you. This is you building your business plan for your business that you're the CEO of. Okay. And that's how you get successful. All the people who are successful real estate agents in this industry, whether they're with us or someone else, they do this on the daily, right? They are always paying attention to their business. So even Mike Ferrante, he's out in Italy, and I'll guarantee you he's still working today,
yep.
because that's the way it goes. You always have to pay attention to your business. What are your threats? Okay, so the threats here that I have are some stats that I pulled from Realist that show we only have 1 month of inventory right now in Cuyahoga County. That's a threat because we need more houses. We need more people to list their houses so that we have houses for our buyers to purchase. But you can get all of this information. It's all at your fingertips. You just have to use it. If you go on to the next slide, we're going to continue to talk about the strengths and the opportunities, the weaknesses and the threats. Here's some additional things that you can think of that might be your strength or not, right? Maybe your strength is you love to work with first time home buyers. Maybe your strength is you're a new agent, so you're very gung ho and want to succeed in the business and you haven't gotten the real estate burnout yet. That's a strength.
Hmm.
Use it. Fly on that. Okay. What are your opportunities? So look at new subdivisions, look at places where people are building houses now. Look for the military base expanding if you're going to do that military designation. We have military bases all over northeastern Ohio, you guys. Just figure it out. They're all there. Dayton has one. There's one over by uh, um, Newton Falls. I can't remember
Right.
exactly what city it is, but there's a big one over there. I've seen it before. And so you're surrounded by them, use that as one of your strengths and opportunities to work with those people. What are your
Yeah.
weaknesses, right? Lacking in a lead system, not having motivation, being a procrastinator, that's a weakness. Put the
Right.
real things on your list when you're
Not
doing
being
them.
Not being consistent.
Perfect. That's a perfect one too. Not being consistent, right? That's a
Hmm.
weakness. You want to build on those. You want to make them better, right? And like I said, the threats could be your low inventory or higher interest rates and stuff like that. So work on those things. Write them down on a paper. I have the templates that have everything all spaced out for you so you can work through your workbook. I have the whole business plan workbook. Anyone who joins us that's brand new, it's in your agent access folder. You have it available to you along with the spreadsheets that we're going to be talking about in the following weeks, right? Use them. Tony and Mike put together a really great business plan over the last couple years too. All of those videos are there available to you with the spreadsheets and the workbook to go with it. I did all of this for you. This is as much as I can do to build your business plan. You have to do it yourself.
Yeah, I think one
Okay.
of the threats for agents is just themselves, because with having over 500 agents with our office, and every year, 85% of realtors get out of the business every 5 years. So just do the math for our office every year. We have that many agents calling saying, I don't want to be in the business anymore. It's all about attitude. It's never about money 100%, because they know if they sell one house a year, they're financially ahead. It's really the time, or there's a bill due. They know that they pay the MLS bill or the board dues. If they, as long as they sell a house within a year, they're going to make more money, but they don't want to invest. They don't trust themselves, that they forget that they have the great opportunity, and they just don't want to invest. So your attitude towards the business is a threat. So always remember that. And I heard a motivational quote the other day is, try to change the word have to get. Like if you go, someone says, if an agent said, I have to make some prospecting calls today, change that have to get. I get to make prospecting calls today. You're like, I have to go out and get, do things to be connected more with my community and market myself. And you get to do that. You get the opportunity to do this and get more business. Some people, unfortunately, well, they like it. If there's some people out there that have 9 to 5 jobs, they would love to make more money. They would love to have opportunities to do something. They don't know about real estate or even think about getting into it, but you do. There's a reason why you're there, because you love the opportunity it brings. So that's a threat, is losing that focus and that drive, if that made some sense.
It does, and it goes along with the opportunity, right? Because the
Right.
opportunity is you can change your own attitude. Start listening to those motivational Mondays that Tony puts out every single week, Do your own research on how to stay positive and stuff. I know I've talked about it in the past and we'll probably talk about it again because it's very important to make sure that you wake up and you have a positive attitude about your business every day. The more you visualize that happening, the more it's going to happen. Our thing for today is October 8th, the National Heroes Day, and it goes along with everything that I was talking about earlier with the veterans and such, but there are hero programs out there, you guys. So if you know someone who's a firefighter or a medical professional or um, the anybody like that, they do have programs available. Police officers are also allowed. Volunteer firefighters also qualify for the Heroes program. So there's a lot of good help for them as well as the veterans, and we just have to utilize it and let people know about it. Okay.
And always reach out to your favorite lender somewhere and ask them about, about VA loans and first responder loans and things like that. There's some good things, that information you could get out to people.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, we're getting to our last 3 months of the year. So we got Mike Ferrante doing DocuSign, the easy alternative to Dot Loop, coming up at the end of the month. And then November 7th, buyer agreements. And it's all about the net. Hash is going to go over some real good tips about that. Then we have Core Law on the 16th of November. And we also have uh, top 10 secrets for working with buyers on December 4th. And I know Hash has a class too that I
Yeah,
missed.
did we have the scary things in the loan? Did that happen already?
That happened last week.
Okay, yeah.
That
there's
was
no
last
update.
week, but I think my Hush has one in December. I think it's going to be the 5th of December. And that's going to be ethics. And I
Oh
forgot to
yeah,
put
that's
that
right.
on the list. So I
All
just
right.
saw that today. So
Well, good. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. And remember, reach out to Debbie or myself if you need some help with anything. And we enjoy doing these videos every week, and we get some good feedback. And remember, but again, we just record these, so reach out. We'll be happy to spend some time, go more in detail, especially with business planning for
yes,
getting you off on
ask
the
me
right
for the
foot.
wood workbook. It'll help you. It's the
Exactly.
people say, well, I don't know how to do the business plan. I watched your video. There's a book. It
There's a
just
book,
walks
and then
right
there's a
through
video. Right.
it.
Well, great. Well, thanks. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.